morning, good morning, maybe good afternoon, depending from where you're watching. Welcome once again to English, Valentin English, the best way to learn a language. Do not forget, learning a language is not difficult, it's easy. So I have a very special guest today, Andrew. Andrew, welcome to English, Valentin English. Andrew, where are you from?
Thank you, Valentina.
Yeah, where are you from?
I am from Colombia, South America.
So welcome. Well, I have a program, a YouTube channel, and I'm telling people uh, that it's not difficult to learn how to speak English. What do you think? Is English easy or difficult to learn according to your experience?
Okay, according my experience, English is not hard. It's quite a fantastic experience that you can have in your life. It opens a lot of the open mind. It is a really good choice to choose study English.
Very good. Do you think it's important to learn English and why?
I think it's really important to learn English because, in my case, it has opened a lot of doors. I have met a lot of people from Australia, United Kingdom, United States, Canada. Also, I work as a customer service agent for countries as America, Canada, and around the world. And it had opened me a lot of doors.
Very good. And one more question. How long have you been learning English? Because I teach English, but I'm still learning English because I think learning a language never ends. So,
You're absolutely right. Since I was like 3 or 4 years old, I was in the kindergarten and I have a picture really clear in my mind with the colors. They say this is blue, this is yellow, this is my career started with the English.
with the English, well, and okay, now I know that you know how to speak the language. Are you interested in learning any other language?
Yes, absolutely. Right now I'm in a basic or intermediate level from German or Deutsch. So I'm working really hard since 2014 to learn the language as a third language.
Oh, I speak German, so I can help you learn German. That's not a problem. As you already know, I learned how to speak like 6 different languages, and I'm very fluent in all of them. So because I work here in a place where we have tourists from all over the world, so I'm always around them. I'm always talking to them. So now, according to your experience, a lot of people are trying to learn how to speak English. So to be fluent in the daily routines, like hello, hi, how are you? What's your name? Where are you from? What you doing? What do you like doing? How long does it take to a normal student to be fluent in these kind of aspects when you speak the language?
Sure. Fluency is something which starts at the beginning of the learning. It's not that you calculate. It's not something that you have to work hard for that to get the point. I think if you say cell phone, you say cell phone, you are fluent with that word. And if you make like a mind map, you can connect all the words and you create fluency. This
I,
is what I would like to say.
yes, I do agree with you 100% because, I was talking to a teacher and we were talking about fluency. And it depends because you can be fluent talking about daily routines, but maybe you are not fluent talking about geography or maybe science and some other stuff. Okay, one more question. What do you think, Andrea, is the easiest way to learn a language, because we have so many school system here, teachers there, and I think a lot of students are frustrated because they don't learn how to speak the language. What do you think is the easiest way to learn English, according to your experience?
According to my experience, I'm going to share something that I did in the morning. It was a test, English test, for free for sure. And in that test, they were asking 20 questions, and those questions were to realize which is your level, or how you learn things in your daily routine. And the result for my test, let me check, was why I am 40. Let me look for this really real quick. It says, what is your learning style? The results for those 20 questions was auditory 40%, visual 45%, and tactile 15%. It says you are a visual learner. So it is just to answer the question. As I'm visual, I learn with pictures, with images, and with audios. Related with this can be linked to those results, because the easiest way that when you know yourself better, when you know what is your style of learning, you can learn everything. You can learn you can learn a new language. You can learn a new. You can even make creations, or create your own content.
I understand what you mean. Well, my experience as a teacher, because even though I'm an English learner, I teach English. I say all the time the little English I know. I think to be fluent and to learn how to speak a language rapidly, I think we need to start speaking from day one, like a little baby. I think like a little baby, I think we should learn phrases. So you learn phrases like you say, good morning, hello, hi, how you doing, how are you? And then, one thing is we need to love and to add passion to the language and to listen to the music we like. So that's what I think. So now to my followers, so you have already heard or listened how to learn English. And I would say how I learn English. I learn English listening and speaking from day one. Like I learned how to speak German, French, Italian, Portuguese. I just take a piece of paper, like I have this here, big piece of paper, and I say, okay, today I'm going to learn how to say in Japanese, good morning. Okay, for example, and then I take my cell phone and I learn how to say good morning in Japanese, ohayo gozaimasu, ohayo gozaimasu. Then I take a piece of paper and I take the piece of paper and all day long, ohayo gozaimasu, ohayo gozaimasu, ohayo gozaimasu, ohayo gozaimasu, ohayo gozaimasu. And then, okay, next day I'm going to learn how to ask, do you speak or do you understand Japanese? Then I look at the cell phone or Google Translator, and I take my book and I say, Anata wa nippongo ho wakarimasu ka? Do you understand Japanese? Anata wa nippongo wakarimasu ka? Yeah, watakushi wa nippongo ho wakarimasu. Yes, I understand Japanese. And I spend all day long with ohayo gozaimasu, anata wa nippongo ho wakarimasu ka? Watakushi wa nippongo ho. And I learned those phrases. And I learned the 6 languages, learning like 5 phrases every day. The phrases I use. And then I write down all the phrases. And I repeat every single day. And I try to act those phrases and I talk to myself. And if I learn like, let's say 5 phrases every single day, 5 phrases, in a month, in 30 days, I'm going to have 150 phrases. because 30 times 5 is 150. In 2 months, I'm going to have 300. In 3 months, 450. And then I add some music and I start repeating. Good morning, hello, and how are you? How you doing? Fine. How you doing? Great. And then I combine all the pronouns, like I like to talk, you like to talk, he likes to talk, she likes to talk, we like, you like, they like, I don't like, you don't like, he doesn't like, she doesn't like, we don't like, you don't like, doesn't like. I do affirmative, negative, interrogative, simple present, simple past, present progressive, past progressive, present perfect, past perfect, present perfect progressive, past perfect progressive. And if I master the 5 tenses in English, I'm going to be able to speak the language in 3 months. Or maybe I learned how to speak Italian in 6 months fluently in a very normal daily conversation. How about you, Andrea? What do you think about this method?
I think it's a really good strategy. Because if you learn 150 words every month, you will be
Phrases.
able to, or
Yes.
phrase, you will be able to speak any language. If you want to learn more than 6 that you have already, you have
Yes.
the right technique.
Yes, because the problem is when you go to school, they teach you grammar, the adjectives, the adverbs. But if you don't
The
know, yes,
declination of
the phrase verbs. But you know, when you don't know this in your own language, it might be difficult for you to learn. If you don't know this in your own language, it's difficult then. Okay, so that was how to learn a language part 2. Part 2, maybe we're going to have a part 3 for you to practice your English. What would you like to say now, Andrea? We almost over now. The last message. What would you like to say to the people who are watching this video? What would you like to tell them to motivate them to learn English?
I motivate to go ahead and practice. If you would like to learn a language, in this case English, or if you would like to learn German as me, please don't be afraid to speak with a lot of people as much as you can, and don't feel afraid, because sometimes we feel afraid to say the wrong things or misspell some word. We started like that as babies. When we were we when we were really young, we had a lot of times when we were thinking, how should I do, or how should I say that? No, the kids, they don't make those questions. It's just we that.
Yeah, okay, family. So if you like our program, subscribe, thumbs up, share with your friends, and let's keep on learning. And thanks for watching. Like you say, see you later, alligator in a wild crocodile. Hasta la vista. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.